Yes, students, welcome to the video lecture. Myself, Mehul sir, welcomes you for the first official lecture of our subject students, chapter 1, sets. Now, students, you have been studying the basics of sets in standard 8th and 9th. You know how to find union of sets, students. You know how to find intersection of sets. You know, students, how to find complementary set. You have studied De Morgan's laws. So I think you are well equipped with the basics. But let us start it once again, students, from what is the definition of set? How would you define a set, students? Concentrate. A well-defined collection of items, objects, or things is defined as set. A well-defined collection of items, objects, or things, students, is defined as set. Suppose I have collection of states of India. All states are well defined, so this is a set. Say, then students, I have, you can say, collection of domestic items used at home in day-to-day life. We can define all the domestic items used at home in day-to-day life, so it is a set. Then I have set of numbers from 1 to 50. Now each of the number is very well predefined, students. So this collection is a set. So students, a well-defined collection of items, objects, or numbers is defined as set. Now students, set are denoted by capital alphabets. Say A, B, C up to X, Y, Z. Now students, having discussed the definition of set, let us discuss the sets of standard numbers which you have been using since your standard 6. Let us study, students, some set of standard numbers which you have been using since your standard 6. Now students, the first set is set n. Set n means set of natural numbers. And all of you know natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. Set n, students. Set n is set of natural numbers, and natural numbers starts from 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. Then students, set z. Z is set of integers. Now students, integers can be negative also. Integers can be positive also. Integers are positive, negative, and even the integral value can be 0. So from minus infinity to minus 1, 0, and 1 to infinity. Then comes, students, q, set of rational numbers. Q is equal to set of rational numbers, students. Now this demands attention. All of you are aware of the fact that a rational number, students, is written in the form p by q, where specifically q not equal to 0 and p and q are integers. Students, remember, a rational number is written in the form p by q, where specifically q not equal to 0, students, and p and q are integers. Now students, as I have limited space to write, I am erasing. So whenever you are studying the lecture, you keep a rough book with you and start noting down the important points and concepts and facts as and when required. Now after q, students, we have the next set, students, which is set I, which is set of irrational numbers. Students, root 2, root 5, root 7, all these are irrational numbers. Now different authors may have different symbols. In our textbook also some different symbol is used. Afterwards we'll study that. Symbol is not important, students. The set is important. The set of irrational numbers, students, is denoted by I. Then comes, students, the set of real numbers, R. So, students, R is set of real numbers. Students, this set includes natural numbers, integers, rational as well as irrational. All types of previous sets are subset of, students, this set R. All numbers are included, students, in this set R. And one more set which you will study afterwards is the chapter C, students. C is set of complex numbers. This is till date, students, the most advanced set of numbers, students. But my limitation at present is we cannot go into the details of this set, students, at present. This is a chapter, I mean to say, and we'll discuss it in detail. So in nutshell, the sets are: n is equal to set of natural numbers. Natural number starts from 1 and it is an infinite set. Z is set of integers, students. Integers can be negative also, positive also, including 0. Then Q is set of rational numbers. A rational number is written in the form of P by Q, where specifically Q not equal to 0 and P and Q are integers. Then comes, students, I, set of irrational numbers, students. Irrational numbers are root 2, root 5, like that. The next set is set R, set of real numbers. It includes all the previous types of numbers, and all the previous sets are subset of this set R. And the last and the most advanced set of numbers is, students, C, where C is set of complex numbers. We have a chapter in the name, students, complex numbers, so don't worry, that we will be discussing afterwards. Now, students, this sets, specifically, students, this sets has some special symbols. If I write Q plus, if I write R minus, say, students, if I write Q plus, it indicates positive rational numbers. If I write Q minus, it indicates negative rational numbers. If I write R minus, it indicates negative real numbers. If I write R plus, then it indicates, you can say, positive real numbers. So these symbols are again used to limit the set, students, as per the application. Clear, students? Now, students, after defining set, after studying some sets of you can say numbers, now we go further by taking some more concepts of the set, students. Now, a set is denoted by capital alphabet, students. Even the symbols alpha, beta, gamma, Greek alphabet, students, are sometimes used to denote set. Say I write a set A is equal to 1, 2, 5, 6. So this set A, students, has 4 elements: 1, 2, 5 and 6. Now, students, generally elements of set are denoted by small alphabets A, B, C up to X, Y, Z. Elements of a set are usually denoted by small alphabets, say A, B, C up to X, Y, Z. Now, students, 1 is an element of the set. We denote it by 1 belongs to A. This symbol is read as what? Belongs to. So if 1 is an element of the set or 1 is a part of set, we use the symbol belongs to. Then I can definitely say that 8 does not belongs to A. 8 is not an element of set A, students. So elements of a set are denoted by small alphabets, and if you can say an element belongs to a set, we write this type of symbol. Does not belong to, then, students, we write this type of symbol. Now, students, the next important concept, method to represent a set. The next important concept, students, methods to represent a set. Basically, students, there are two methods to represent a set. one is listing method and another is property method, students. So property method is also called set builder form and listing method is also called roster form or tabular form. But the primary approach, there are two methods to write a set. First is listing method and the other is, students, property method. Say the set, suppose I write like this: A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I have listed all the elements, so this is represented in which form, students? Listing method. But instead of that I write A consists of elements x such that x belongs to n and x is less than 6. Now x belongs to n means x is a natural number which is less than 6. Students, natural numbers less than 6 are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So usually, students, a set is represented by two methods. First is listing method, students, and the next is property method. Now the next important concept, students, a very important result, students, a very important result. In set, the elements are never repeated. I can't write here 1, 1, 2, 5, 6. In set, students, an element is never repeated. Students, we can never repeat an element in a set. And the second important concept, the order in which elements are written, students, is not important. I can shuffle and write here 6 first and then 2 and then 5 and then 1. That doesn't make any difference. So while writing the elements of a set, two important things, students, we have to consider. First, no elements are repeated in a set, and second, the order in which, students, elements are written is not at all important in sets. So students, having studied the basics of set, now let us apply our basics. Students, in 11th and 12th standard, the main part of your studies is to apply your knowledge, students. How sound you are in application, that is, you can say, very well studied or very well judged in standard 11th and 12th. So as this is your first lecture, you may be eager about your studies, students. Do not worry. This journey is very fruitful. Nothing is so difficult as you have been told or as you are experiencing. This is very easy. You will be streamlined, students, once you do your work regularly. So not to worry, need not take tension, work. Stay home, stay safe, but work hard. So students, this was the basics of the set. Now students, let us start our exercise 1.1, students, of textbook. Students, we'll start the first exercise, students, exercise 1.1 of your fair book. Now students, which of the following are sets? Justify your answer. So the application of definition. What is set? A set is well-defined collection of items, objects or things. Well-defined means it should be perfectly clearly defined. Now students, the first definition, the first sum, the collection of all the months of a year beginning with the letter J. The collection of all the months of a year beginning with letter J. Now you know, students, if I start the months of a year from January, so January starts with J, then June starts with J, and July starts with J. So in this collection, each and every month is very well defined. So this collection becomes a set. So students, here you have to justify your answer. And I am explaining orally and I expect you to write. So what you write as answer? Here all the elements of this set is well defined. We have three elements, January, June and July. And if I call this as set A, then set A will have three elements, January, June and July. So this collection is a set. Then the collection of 10 most talented writers of India. The collection of 10 most talented writers of India. Now students, most talented writers of India. Now according to me, Mr. X is a talented writer, students, and according to you, Mr. X is not. So here the items or objects, the writers are not well defined. So this collection, students, is not a set, because the views may differ from person to person. So the elements do not remain constant. The elements are not well defined. So this collection, students, is not a set. Then a team of 11 best cricket batsmen of the world. A team of 11 best cricket batsmen of the world. Now according to me, Virat Kohli is a best batsman, but according to you, it may not be. According to you, Kane Williamson is a, you can say, one of the best batsmen. According to me, he is not. Again here, the elements of the set are not well defined, or elements of collection are not well defined. So this is not a set. Fourth, the collection of all boys in your class. Say now you are in 11th standard English medium, Naimisharanya school. So the collection of boys in your class is well defined. Each and every boy will be given a roll number, and you can say every element is well defined. So this collection becomes a set. The collection of all natural numbers less than 100. Correct. Collection of all natural numbers, students, less than 100. Now natural numbers less than 100, students, you can very well define 1 to 99. So this collection is a set. Then students, the collection of novels written by the writer Premchand. Collection of novels written by the writer Premchand. Now students, definitely Mr. Premchand would have written, say, 20 novels or 30 novels or 50 novels. That is well defined and predetermined, students. Therefore, students, you can say that it is a set. Then students, next is the collection of all even integers. Students, the collection of all even integers. Now I told you integers can be negative also, integers can be positive also, including 0. So even integer is predetermined. For example, positive even integers are 2, 4, 6, 8 and onwards. So each and every element is predetermined. Okay, there are infinite number of elements, but every element is, you can say, predetermined. So this collection becomes a set. It is well defined. The collection of questions in this chapter, of course, say when you total all the exercise questions and example questions and suppose it is 100, it is well defined. So this collection is a set. Then a collection of most dangerous animals of the world. Again, students, it is an ambiguous question. Collection of most dangerous animals in the world. According to me, king cobra is dangerous. According to you, it is not. So the views differ from person to person. So this collection is not a set. So students, in identifying given collection as a set, every element must be predetermined, then set, otherwise not a set. Now students, exercise 1.1, we go for the second sum, students. We are given set A as set of integers or set of natural numbers 1 to 6. And what we have to do, and hence insert appropriate symbol belongs to or does not belong to in the blank spaces. Means if it is an element, we write belongs to. If it is not an element, students, we write does not belongs to. Now this is again a very easy question. So students, first question I have discussed in detail. You have to justify the answer and write. Set A is set of integers 1 to 6, students. Exercise 1.2 question 2. Set A is having integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now first is 5 dash A. Second part of the question is 8 dash A. Third part of the question is students, it is given as 0 dash A. Fourth part of the question is 4 dash A. Fifth part of the question is 2 dash A, and sixth part of the question is 10 dash A. Students, okay, now pay attention. Here we have to insert the symbol belongs to, students, or does not belongs to. Which symbol I have to insert? Belongs to, students, or does not belongs to. Now you can tell me 5 is an element of set A. So here I have to insert belongs to. 8 is not an element of the set A, so does not belongs to. Then third, 0 is not an element of set A. Fourth, 4 is an element of set A. Fifth, 2 is an element of set A. 10 is not an element of set A. Now this type of elementary thing, students, you have done in 8th standard. So students, you are very well versed with this type of concepts. I think you shouldn't have any problem in understanding this type of questions. Now students, let us start question number 3. Write the following sets in roster form. Roster form means in listing method. Okay students, let us do question 3. Now A is equal to x such that x is an integer and minus 3 less than or equal to x less than 7. Now students, here pay attention. I think in some of the textbook it is written minus 3 less than x less than 7, and in some of the textbook it is written minus 3 less than or equal to x less than 7. That doesn't make students any difference. Students, the main part is to understand the concept of the question. Now students, concentrate. X such that x is an integer. Now just now we have discussed set of integers is z. Integers can be negative, positive, including 0. So students, what are the integers from minus 3 to 7 if you have studied number line? Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it is less than 7. So I am writing in both the cases the answer. If it is less than minus 3 less than x less than 7, then I have not to include minus 3. So if that is the case, then the answer would be minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So question 3, set A. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if minus 3 was included, then one more element I would have written. So the answer would be from minus 3, minus 2. So the second option, if it was like that, then I would have written minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So I am writing in both the ways the answer, students, of the first question. As there is some technical error in printing, that is why, students. X such that x is a natural number less than 6. Come on students, x such that x is a natural number less than 6. Now all of you can do this. Isn't it very easy? How many natural numbers are there less than 6? The answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the elements of set B are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, students. It's very simple. Then the third set, see, x such that x is a 2-digit natural number such that sum of its digit is 8. 2-digit natural numbers. Now n, set of natural numbers starts from 1 and 2-digit natural number starts from 10 up to 99. So a 2-digit natural number such that sum of digits, students. Digits, when I say, don't say first digit and second digit. You have to say units place and tens place. Students, in maths, whenever you say digits, it is always, you can say, specified with its place value. So if I have a 2-digit number, the leftmost digit is the units place and the rightmost digit is, you can say, if I start in this way, then you can say this, the last digit is units place and the first digit is tens place. So leftmost means starting from left, it is tens, and going to the right, students, it is units place. So 2-digit number starts from 10, 11 up to 99. Now the sum of digits means the sum of units place and tens place is 8. Come on, if I start, then I should write 17, because in 17, 7 is the units place and 1 is the tens place. Addition of 1 and 7 is how much? 8. So if this is set C, the first number will be 17. Okay, students, after 17, which number should I write? Then it is 26, then 35, then 44, then 53, then 62, then 71, and then 80. Check the elements, students. You should be very perfect in checking the elements, students. The element starts from 17, then 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, 71 and 80, of course, students. Then the set D, x such that x is a prime number which is divisor of 60. Now, students, you should be very well versed with prime and composite numbers. Prime number is such a number which has only two factors. The first factor is 1 and the second factor is number itself. X such that x is prime number which is a divisor of 60, and here we have to consider the inbuilt condition x belongs to n. Students, don't forget, we have to consider the inbuilt condition, students. X belongs to n. So definitely the first prime natural number is 2. Students, I am erasing this for writing the next elements of the sets. Students, so here let us say the first prime natural number is 2, and definitely you can say it is a divisor of 60. 60 is divisible by 2. Then 3, yes. Then 5, yes. 6 is the divisor of 60, but 6 is not a prime. Student, 6 is a divisor of 60, but it is not a prime. 10, 60 is divisible by 10, but 10 is not a prime. Same way, 12 is not a prime, 15 is not a prime, 20 is not a prime. So if it is a prime divisor of 60, students, I have only 3 elements, 2, 3 and 5. So our set D, students, set D is, this is I think question number 4. Okay, so it is 2, 3 and 5. Okay, now students, question number 5. What is the 5th question? The set of all the letters in the word trigonometry. Set of all the letters in the word trigonometry. Trigonometry. So if I call this set as E, T is there, R is there, I is there, G is there, O is there, N is there. check. Trigon. Here all these 6 alphabets or letters are distinct. Then O is repeated, we don't have to take. Then M, of course. Then E. T is already there. R is already there. And then the last is Y. So here students, what are our, you can say, alphabets? T, R, I, G, O, N, M, then E and Y. 3 and 3, 6 and 3, 9. Check. 3 and 3, 6 and 3, 9. Clear students? Then F is equal to the set of the letters of the word better. Now this you can do orally. It is what? B, E, T and R. B, E, T and R. T is repeated twice, E is repeated twice, so the answer is B, E, T, R. Okay students, so this completes our first 3 questions of exercise 1.1. I hope you will do this chapter, this concept with perfection. Study the lecture well. In case you are having any doubt, you can WhatsApp me personally or you can call me personally on my cell phone, and you can message me also. And do one thing students, before calling you just message me, so that I will make myself available for you. So here we conclude the first lecture students. I hope you will understand the remaining concepts, and some students will continue in the second lecture. Okay, thank you students. Stay safe, stay home.